A wave of legislation is changing how Canada approves major projects, and politicians are using economic reconciliation as justification. Bill C5, the One Canadian Economy Act, empowers Cabinet to exempt nation building projects from laws and regulations. And similar bills have been passed provincially by this guy in Ontario and this guy in BC. These leaders pitch this move as necessary to protect an economy under siege. Yet this legislation threatens Indigenous rights, environmental oversight, and accountability. Bill C5 explicitly links fast tracking to unleashing economic growth with Indigenous partnership. We have Prime Minister Carney talking about generational wealth, and Ontario's Greg Rickford rebranding Indigenous issues as Indigenous opportunities. Wow! By framing mega projects such as ports and mines and pipelines that have no time for free, prior, and informed consent from Indigenous peoples as our only path to prosperity, politicians are presenting this false choice between economic growth and the rights of Indigenous people. This only reinforces the negative stereotype that Indigenous nations are barriers to progress, forcing them to either get on board or get out of the way. And it's really no surprise that politicians of all stripes are happy to toss out their commitments to UNDRIP, to DRIPA, and cling on to economic reconciliation because it allows them to appear committed to reconciliation with Indigenous people while still doubling down on the same extractive economy. But it is critical that we reject this misuse of the word reconciliation that is only meant to serve corporate interests. In the past, the opportunity to partner on these projects only after corporations have pocketed most of the wealth has felt like them handing us a cookie jar with only crumbs left. And these recent moves make me feel like the fossil fuel lobby is still happily licking that mixing bowl. Indigenous people are not the only ones being lied to. Leaders are selling the same scarcity story to everyone. The very same forces that are trampling Indigenous rights are driving up your costs. They are cutting your protections and selling off public goods. A government that won't respect Indigenous rights won't respect your union, won't respect your community's needs or our shared future. So either we demand better from our governments and insist that they honor treaties, their commitment to the UN Declaration, and fight like hell for the ecosystems that we all depend on, or we accept this fast track future where reconciliation and climate justice just slip further out of reach. You can read my full article at breachmedia.ca.